Hey guys, we're here playing game 2 against chrispedersen. This hand's a keep because if you have David in your opening hand, it is a keep. Last game against this blue sun, we didn't get David till over half our deck was gone, and it was pretty dicey. We did pull it off in the end. Ooh, double hedge fund. It's a little bit scary, isn't it? Well, I cannot resist imping things. Let's get in there and kill something. The root. Yeah, let's kill that. Let's draw. Seems fine. Would have rather hit an ice, but I'll hit whatever I can get. It will reduce the number of cards in this hand. This could be Jackson. Yep. Get rid of the Jacksons early. It's usually good for the runner. He's going to draw for his oversights. Kind of risky to draw that many times into an open HQ. But he does have snare we saw before, so the snare would definitely annoy me right now. Let's take a peek at this Jackson. Certainly imp it if he doesn't do anything. Yeah, he's going to use it. It's fair. Hedge and 2 hidden cards, so he must have dumped his agendas. We're still going to go in because we can trash something. Kitsune. That's actually pretty irrelevant. Just wants to get me into a snare. I think I'll leave that. Let's go one more time. Boot camp. Yeah, I'll kill that. Get a knight. Interesting. We need to find some more cards pretty soon. Don't have any of our engines set up. This hand might go downhill. I just felt like it had money, it had the David, so had he opened with oversight, would have shut him down, would have been great. So I think it's fine. Alright, let's see your Kitsune thing. It's Hive. Okay. Could be an agenda then. Let's check this. So I'm going to spend his money and see what happens. No reactions. Okay. Oversight AI. Well, let him draw that and then kill it with David. Or just play the medium out. Yeah, let's have him just not draw that oversight. This may have been snare. Or just an agenda sticking out there. Okay. That's pretty fair. Rushing against noise can often work out. Oh good, that's what we need. We need to get our economy started. So many good draws we can get now. There's Earthrise, there's Inject. Just Pawn Shop directly is pretty sweet. He so far hasn't been playing a lot of ice that punish face checks, which I think is what you want to do with Blue Sun. Like the Data Pikes, Enigmas, Toll Booth, where they can't just run into an ETR and bounce off. What is that? Is that another Jackson? He's got to res this now because the medium is here. Unless he can't. Maybe it's Curtain Wall. It's Mother Goddess. Alright. I dig that. That's interesting. Let's draw. Then our daily casts. Okay. It's fine. I'll just throw out the Stimac seemed a little risky because he was full on tag and bag last time. Throw that out. This wasn't the most efficient play because I had to throw out a card, but I want to find Pawn Shop, and the earlier I can get it, the better. I need this arrow to go away. Please, can I jack out? Probably cannot. Bah. Alright. That's fine. Could be the ballsiest agenda ever, but I think it's probably snare. Or Jackson is also pretty reasonable. Let's play the Data Sucker. Let's take a look. Is it Jackson? Should have played the Sure Gamble first, actually. In case of NAPD. But it's nothing. In fact, we milled the oversight ourselves. Howler. It's pretty far out. Howler. What's it going to do with that? There's Inject. Alright. I don't really want to poke his HQ right now. Just want to find the Pawn Shop. Okay, it's Boot Camp. Running would have been a waste after all. Flip a card for one less. It's Ice Wall. Yeah, whatever floats your boat, I guess. Gets the Goddess back because now it's also Barrier. That's kind of funny. Excuse me. So if this stays out, he can get a snare and do his Kitsune snare combo. As long as we're aware of that, it's not that scary. I have a good feeling what next turn we can inject enough force shots at our Pawn Shop. Barring that, Grimoire is fine now. Cyber Feeders are fine. More Sure Gambles are fine. Really just getting $4 and dumping 4 programs in the heap is also fine. So this almost can't lose for us at this point because we want just anything. Cards or money. Phone. Okay, so Let's just talk a little bit about the deck analysis. Playing 46 cards, which normally is fine. The only reason you really want to play 45 is to see your pawn shops a little bit more. But overall, it hasn't been a problem, and in fact, I've seen like duplicates of pawn shop really early most of the time. Is he going to score an Alice again? Is that what he's going to do? Let's inject. $14 left. What is this? Let's see. Is this Kitsune snare? I just don't care if it is. Then he's paid 2 risk Kitsune and 4 on his snare. It's not a bad approach dice. So is this probably just snare? Jackson Howard, really? Whoops. Okay, he's going to use it. Interesting. Okay. Jackson Howard Howler Hedge Fund. Yep. All right, let's see the Kitsune snare combo. Oh, it's Heimdall too. That was unexpected. First time I've seen someone do that. Yep, if we'd played the Davids earlier, we would have been okay. But we are not okay. That's a shame. Three influence is pretty hefty. But it certainly does do mean things if you run late. Yeah. That seems all right. For a kill deck anyway, but you almost just go to Janus at that point. But he couldn't afford Janus, which I was aware of, so... yeah, some surprise value there. Sucks that I had my outs here and lost the 2 Deja Vus. They weren't that great now anyway, but they would have been good later. Wish this arrow would go away. This brain damage will cramp our style significantly. Guess we just draw for pawn shop, right? Start killing this. Might as well. Oh, that's dumb. Jeez, I thought I had Grimoire out. That was very silly. Derp derp. Yep, that would have been fine if we had action enough to run on there, but we did not. Scores hostile from hand, I guess. Yeah. Inviting me to run into some snares is what he's up to. I probably just don't, right? I probably just build up this turn. mean, charging these would be decent, but dying would be not decent, and I still want a pawn shop. Yep. Ice is the Archives. One card in there. Could probably play David and check that if we really wanted to. Then we die if it's got Sea Devil Scorch. So he clearly has Snare in hand, right? That's why he's leaving it open. Oh, hey, I'll bite. Got a Scorch in there too. Yeah, okay, now he's gonna boot camp the Snare. Yep. Scorched Earth. I will force trash that. Fantastic. Can't play a second Earthrise. Could play Data Sucker. Yeah, let's play it. Seems decent. So we're hurting for MU right now. I think we throw the Knight out. No, the Crypsis is too expensive to use. The Knight's pretty bad against Blue Sun as well, so I think both are not very exciting. I'm really hoping to get more cards from Earthrise and then install this Earthrise and eventually find a pawn shop. So I'm kind of missing quality time now. The third clone ship could maybe be 2 quality times again. Hard to say how much draws too much, because you have to actually install the cards you draw as well. It can be hard to do that if you want to also run. So you end up either playing a non-interactive game, which sometimes is fine, but sometimes you just really want to get in there with the imp. I'm a big fan of imping things. We've killed his Scorch, and he's got 2 Jackson in the trash. 1 Jackson and 1 used, so we're going to try to knock it flatline this game by using imp judiciously. Now the Snare is not in R&D, so we can go to R&D at some stage. He tries to score here. Maybe? There's Aesop's. 2 cards in hand, probably the Snare in hand, unless this is the Snare, but that's pretty heavy for a Snare. Let's go here, and if it's the same Heimdall 2, we'll just click, jack out and put our pawn shop down. If he reses, it's probably an agenda over here. Well, not necessarily. He needs to res, or we just run 4 times and get a bunch of sucker tokens. Actually, I think better is probably to just run the HQ, eat the snare, build our sucker tokens, and then we can parasite something with the clone chip. Seems a little safer. Kitsune, yeah, sure. A little premature, we could have parasited that to death. But I guess we'll go with it. Oversight on top. Get rid of that tag for sure. Oh yeah, I lost our pawn shop. And this, is this? No, this is not the snare anymore. This is something else. Unless he had 2 snares. In which case we're gonna die. But I think it's something else. Yeah, it's just the ice wall. We'll imp that. He now has 0 cards in his HQ. So playing the pawn shop might have been wise before making that run. But we have 2 more, so probably okay. I actually want all these cards. Well, I don't want the imp. I want the rest of these 3. No way we could not have parasited the Kitsune. It's 3 power, right? I think we only had 2. Yeah. He's drawn. What does he get? He needs an ice to stop this medium dig, or we're just going to go through. Get another pawn shop. Jackpot. I'm going to play this one. And let's go for a couple cards. Oops. Two cards. Jackson Howard. We'll trash him. Curtain Wall. Okay. Go for 3 cards. Curtain Atlas Interns. Does he have Scorch in his hand? Well, we're kind of dead either way if he has Scorch in his hand, right? Really? I don't think I did. I was complaining the whole game about not having it. Maybe I'm crazy though. Maybe I'm totally crazy. So our options now are to run the HQ and get the imp out again. I think that's fine. Just one Scorch in the trash, so what do we see here? Project Atlas. Okay. Well, let's throw out the Knight and hope we don't die. He's saying darn, so we probably don't die. It's hardly the right thing for Corpse to actually keep the Scorches in their hand when we're attacking with Imp. I like to be proactive this way because it's hard to keep the money equal. But if you can have the Imp tokens and just deny them pieces they need, it's great. Next turn we can do a nice inject. Probably find a clone chip. We milled the Oversight, so we know this card is, or no, this is Curtain Wall. One or the other. Got distracted and lost track. Yeah, I looked at the log and he's definitely crazy. We never had an Aesop's Pawn Shop. The first one lost to Snare, and this is the one we're going to keep. Been doing okay without it so far. He's drawn. Does he find an ice he can use to stop the dig? Now, if he doesn't ice, do we inject and run 3 times, or do we run 4 times? If we inject, we can probably get a card we want. I can see a lot of cards this turn. See a lot of cards. I feel like responding to this is maybe not even needed. Let's inject. Okay. Clone chip's actually super good. Run for 4 cards. Mother Goddess. Don't care about that actually. Curtain Wall. He already has one. No, we'll kill that with Imp. Eli. Scorch if there's a 4th card. So Scorcher is now the 3rd card. Clone Chip can be used to protect us against an icy installs. Or we can use it right now to imp away the Scorch, but the Scorch is far enough away, he's not going to get it. Let's go for 5 cards, we'll see 2 fresh. Mother Goddess, Eli, Scorch, Corporate War, Hive. Oh well, we're getting closer. Probably has to purge this turn, I'd say. The top 4 cards are now known. You got Mother Goddess. He might play Curtain onto the R&D and hope that's going to hold us. The David is here exactly for that case. Maybe he'll even double ice it. That's probably smarter. Maybe even triple ice it? No. Oh, well, that's points, right? Is there any way that's not points? I mean, there's a slim chance it's not points, but I'm pretty sure it's points. So we could go for 2 accesses here. And then maybe still even poke here. If we Deja, we can get cash. Three for this, 2 for Parasite. We pawn this. Let's bust that curtain wall, and let's see what's here first. Some other goddess. Okay, I'm convinced this is points here. So if this is anything, if this is Hadrian's, I'll be very sad. I think it's the Heimdall too, which we're gonna kill with Parasite. That's satisfying. That's revenge for my brains earlier on. And be an agenda. Yeah, Pyrrhec. Nice. So there you have it. Deck performed. Despite taking 2 brain and not finding our pawn shot, we were able to stabilize. It happens. Thanks for watching, guys.